I would like, if I may, to take you on a strange journey. And actually do want to take you on a strange journey with me. And it's appropriate that I'm using a quote from Rocky Horror Picture Show because I'm going to talk about Rocky the movie. And you might be wondering, what does this have to do with anything? And I'll tell you how I got to this topic. So it's it's almost Valentine's Day, and it's also the year of the tiger, and so that got me thinking about the eye of the tiger, and that led me to Rocky. I know that is a very strange journey, but I told you that's where we're gonna go. So Rocky, a lot of people think that it's a famous sports movie, and it is. But there's something else about Rocky that it's kind of known for, and that is that it's a love story, and it is a very interesting thing to think about. And there's a very subtle thing that happens at the end of that movie, which I'm going to talk about in a minute. And I'm going to give some spoilers, but since it's almost a like 50-year movie, I hope that that's okay, because that movie was made in, I think, 1976, so it's getting up there. So one of the things that I wanted to talk about was how Rocky and Adrian had this really kind of special, unique interaction. Adrian is very kind of reserved and shy and quiet, and Rocky is he's extroverted, but he's he's insecure, and he's not very suave. He's kind of awkward socially. Both of them are pretty socially awkward, I would say. So one of the things that kind of brings them together is that Adrian works in a pet shop, and Rocky buys these turtles from Adrian and he names them Cuff and Link. And so what's interesting about that is that supposedly Sylvester Stallone, who plays Rocky, still has these turtles from this movie, and they're like in their late 40s, the turtles. So I don't know if that's true or not. Sylvester Stallone posted a picture of turtles on his Instagram and said that they were Cuff and Link. Do your own research. I don't know if it's true or not, but if it is true, that's totally awesome. And if it's not, it's still a great story. So the other thing, let me show you this eye, because that is the eye of the tiger part of this story. And, the eye of the tiger is kind of the theme song throughout the movie. And this is just a heart and hand to represent the love between Rocky and Adrian. So what I was going to get to, this part of the movie that's very subtle at the end, and most people probably miss it because it's kind of at the climax of the end of the movie, where Rocky, again, spoiler alert, Rocky prevails in his goal to just make it to the end of this big match that he has, because he doesn't actually win the match, and that's kind of the interesting part about Rocky, is that his only goal was to get to the end and survive 15 rounds with Apollo Creed, and he does, and it's awesome. And so at the end of the movie, and probably most people have seen this unless you're under 30, but he wins the match, and all he cares about, all he's focused on, is Adrian. So she's running towards him, pushing people out of the way, trying to get into the ring. He's beat up. He's he's shouting her name, and she runs through the crowd. She gets in the ring, and then he says something to her which shows the true way that this is a love story. And a lot of people miss this. He says, "Where's your hat?" And so, he just had this huge fight. He's exhausted. He's beat up. And all he cares about is Adrian. He noticed this subtle little detail that her hat is missing as it came off in her attempt to get to the ring. And, and then, the rest of the movie, it ends very quickly after that. And it's this great swelling climax of a thing. So, I think that it's an awesome movie in that sense. And I think a lot of people miss the romance of this movie, but I thought I would bring it up again because of the proximity of Valentine's Day, and how you can create all kinds of just stories in your 24 karat jewelry, just by using little symbolism. And this is what I created in this little charm bracelet today for this video. So thanks for watching.